Janine Washle is here from Cloverfield's Farm and Kitchen to help us out with some good comfort food in this cold weather. And you say it is super easy to make your own tomato soup.
It really is.
I've never done it, but I love the tomato basil soup in the restaurants.
Oh my goodness. Well, this is a traditional tomato soup.
Okay.
Better than Campbell's soup. I'm just going to throw it out there.
Okay.
But the tomato basil soup, you might really enjoy this other recipe that I came up with where I roasted the Roma tomatoes, sauteed onions and garlic, pureed it all together, thinned it out with a little tomato juice. So you get that nice roasted flavor, and you can garnish that with some basil. Oh my goodness.
I just love tomato
really
soup.
good.
I mean, any one that you make, I think I'm going to be happy with.
Oh, now this is really easy. I've already started our roux, which, just to recap, is butter, flour, and I put a little bit of onion powder in here.
Okay.
And so that's what this is. If you'll add a little bit more liquid to it, that's the liquid off of a 28-ounce can of...
All this?
Yes.
Okay.
All of it. Off of the tomatoes, the whole tomatoes.
Liquid from a 28-ounce can of tomatoes. That's the big fat can.
The big fat can. This also happens to be the WDRB recipe, so this recipe's out on the website.
Okay.
And then we'll add our seasonings.
Okay.
And the seasonings are celery salt, and pepper, and a pinch of sugar, because these tomatoes are actually preserved with citric acid, so they're a little bit tangy.
I always thought it was funny that my mother put a little bit of sugar in her spaghetti sauce, but that's why it takes that bite out of it.
It really does.
It doesn't take much.
And then that is tomato paste, and that just pops up that delicious tomato flavor. Tomatoes are actually more nutritious after they are cooked. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
And the tomatoes, it's the lycopene, that's what makes it red. And it's a wonderful antioxidant, and it's also considered an anti-aging.
Right.
You know,
you hear about the benefits, but I didn't know you got more when it was cooked.
Oh,
so
yeah.
That's good. Okay.
Cooking actually brings it out. So then we'll add our tomatoes.
This is a 28-ounce can of whole peeled tomatoes,
yes,
right? Okay.
That's right. And these are, if you see the shape of them, they're the oval tomatoes, and those are from the paste family. So they aren't quite as juicy, but they're really meaty. So what we'll do here is this will cook for 10 minutes, then we'll puree it, either in a food processor or with an immersion blender. That's it. We've just made it.
Okay.
And here's our soup.
That looks delicious.
Oh my goodness.
Can't beat a good bowl of soup on a cold day.
And it's a really intense tomato flavor. So you've got tons of flavor in there. And then you can serve it with, you know, the classic grilled cheese, which, you know, American cheese and white bread and butter. But we're going to kick it up a little bit in the next segment.
In our next segment, when Janine comes back here in about 30 minutes, we're going to show you a Kentucky twist on a grilled cheese sandwich. Probably haven't thought of this before, but it's going to be really good.